Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. The only time you should ever look back is to see how far you've come. Your vision will be blurry, but it will grow clear with time. Be not afraid of going slowly, be afraid only of standing still. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. At some point, you will realize no one else has a say in your life unless you let them. Letting go is very hard, but it's the best thing to do with time. Don't be afraid you give up the good to go for the great. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The only way to live like a king is to work like a slave. Lead from the back, let others believe they are in front. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. You do not find the happy life, you make it. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Both optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimist invents the airplane, the pessimist the parachute. Your heart will tell you where to go, your head will guide you there safely. Use one without the other and you'll get lost. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched, they must be felt with the heart. Don't compare the behind the scenes of your life to someone else's highlight reel. The more grateful you are, the more beauty you will see all around you, the more generous life will seem, and the happier you will become. Anything you dream is fiction, and anything you accomplish is science. The whole history of mankind is nothing but science fiction. Nobody's going to watch out for you like you. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Fear of death increases in exact proportion to the increase in wealth. Buy real estate, land, anything you can afford. Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. The hardest thing to learn in life is which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn. Drop by drop is the water pot filled. Likewise, a wise man gathering it little by little fills himself with good. Good things do come to those who wait and suffer. It might take time and be a long and rough road, but it's completely and totally worth it. You make a life out of what you have, not what you're missing. Pursue one great decisive aim with force and determination. To get married means to have your rights and double your responsibilities. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Women make even the men more sophisticated. Self-care is realizing that you are your greatest obstacle. Sometimes we can only find our true direction when we let the wind of change carry us. Speak less than you know, have more than you show. The greatest risk is not taking one. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. Sometimes you just have to walk away, let people go, and let relationships end. Never go to the past, not for happiness, not for justification, not for excuses. The life of the dead is set in the memory of the living. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Nothing is ever as easy as it seems. Life is far from over, but it's very short too. If you want to do something, don't delay. The only way to discover the limits of the possible is to go beyond them into the impossible. Treat life as a sea adventure. It has its storms, clear days, and the occasional hurricane, but it's upon us to sail through successfully. First, you choose a partner on the basis of their looks and enjoy until you realize that your kids will not be raised by their looks, but by their values. Remember 5 years ago, you dreamed about being where you are now. Think about it. To be able to forget means sanity. Begin anywhere. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. When one door of happiness closes, another opens. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. Determination gets you a long way. The more you don't have sex, the less you want it. courage is the most important of all the virtues because without courage you can't practice any other virtue consistently. Some goodbyes set you free. Be smart enough to ask for advice, but be wise enough to know who to seek it from. The truth is, everyone is going to hurt you. You just got to find the ones worth suffering for. Life is not always fair. People that lie and cheat can often come out on top. The moment you doubt whether you can fly, you cease forever to be able to do it. Everything outside of this moment is just imagination. When one door closes, another opens, but we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened for us. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. Give without expecting anything in return. You grow rich when you seek new experiences, not material things. One of my biggest lessons in life is we heal at the speed of our forgiveness. Perfection is achieved not when there is nothing more to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is a part of getting over. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you work for someone else, you have the right only to labor, not to the fruits of your labor. Embrace uncertainty. Some of the most beautiful chapters in our lives won't have a title until much later. You don't only live once, you live multiple lives within one. Ignorance is the root and stem of every evil. You are not a product of your circumstances, you are a product of your decisions. Always move in your own direction, not according to society, friends, or family. Small opportunities are often the beginning of great enterprises. Limit your always and your nevers. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Positive anything is better than negative nothing. Every next level of your life will demand a different you. Life doesn't require that we be the best, only that we try our best. You cannot control the behavior of others, but you can always choose how you respond to it. A person who doesn't make mistakes doesn't make anything at all. Not everything in your brain needs to come out of your mouth. There is neither happiness nor unhappiness in this world. There is merely the comparison of one state to the other. If someone emphasizes that they are telling the truth, you can be sure they are lying. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Some people dream of success, while others wake up and work hard at it. You don't always have to be going, being, and doing. It's really okay to just chill. To be interesting, be interested. Your life only gets better when you get better. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. If you are a friend of everybody, you are an enemy to yourself. Anyone you love can die at any time. Cherish them. Once you face your fear, nothing is ever as hard as you think. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. You can waste your lives drawing lines, or you could live your life crossing them. Overthinking ruins you. It ruins the situation, twists things around, makes you worrying about futile questions, and makes everything much worse than it actually is. Avoid gossip at all costs. It's poison to your mind. Hard times are sometimes blessings in disguise. We do have to suffer, but in the end, it makes us strong, better, and wise. Give back, even if it's donating your tag sale leftovers or handing a dollar bill over to someone less fortunate. Do it. It'll make you feel good. Last but not least, you are here for a reason that you may not know, but be patient. Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. Failure is a bruise, not a tattoo. Above all things, respect yourself. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Writing down is the best way to remember. Pause this video and comment below your favorite quotes. If you're going to get angry about something, think to yourself, will I remember this in 10 years? Your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Honesty is a very expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength. Hold the vision. Trust the process. Real men despise battle, but will never run from it. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. You think you know someone, but mostly you just know what you want to know. You will look back at your life with much more regret for the things that you didn't do than for the things that you did. Seek respect, not attention. It lasts longer. When something happens and it causes us pain, the pain is there to teach us a lesson. It is not so that we feel pain for the sake of pain. Your parents were correct multiple times. Even if not academically qualified, stop insulting them when they advise you. Someone else's progress doesn't make yours any less. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Wealth is like seawater. The more we drink, the thirstier we become, and the same is true of fame. You don't drown by falling in the water. You drown by staying there. Opportunities don't happen, you create them. The distance between insanity and genius is measured only by success. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Be proud of how hard you are trying. You cannot have everything. You always exchange something for something. Have at least one person in your life who gives you honest opinions. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. He who walks straight rarely falls. To be successful, you must accept all challenges that come your way. You can't just accept the ones you like. Success isn't just about what you accomplish in your life. It's about what you inspire others to do. Our thoughts make us what we are. Never take the responsibility that does not belong to you. Genius lies in the ability to distinguish the difficult from the impossible. Learning to let go should be learned before learning to get. You can't change what happened, no matter if it was your fault or someone else messed it up. Don't be mad about it. Deal with the challenge. If you waste money, you can earn it again. If you miss the moment, it can never be returned. You're being judged no matter what, so be who you want to be. One today is worth two tomorrows. A lie can travel halfway around the world, while the truth is putting its shoes on. Do not discuss your past with anyone because only you know its true story and significance. Others may not understand or even use it against you. The days that you don't want to do anything are the days that you need to do the most. The most important thing in life is learning how to fall. He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. He travels the fastest who travels alone. What one man calls God, another calls the laws of physics. You have to speak up for yourself. No one else will. A tough lesson in life that one has to learn is that not everybody wishes you well. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Free yourself from society's advice. Most of them have no idea of what they're doing. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your circle, the less you have to deal with. There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. People aren't for you or against you, they're for themselves. Keep your fears to yourself, but share your courage with others. Start saving your money. Don't spend it on homes you can't afford, fancy cars, and running your credit cards to the max. Give a man power, and you will find out who he is. Don't make a permanent decision based on temporary emotions. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Live every day as your last because one of these days it will be. Remember, some things have to end for better things to begin. Be careful who you trust. Salt and sugar look the same. Life has got all those twists and turns. You've got to hold on tight and off you go. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. We either make ourselves miserable or we make ourselves strong. The amount of work is the same. Take your responsibilities seriously, but not yourself. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Stress is temporary, but the lessons you learn from it can last a lifetime. Everything that you do, you are creating dots. You can connect those dots in the later part of life and understand why you did what you did. Act like you have been there before. There is nothing more unbearable than idleness. Don't feel guilty for doing what's best for you. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The great courageous act that we must all do is to have the courage to step out of our history and past so that we can live our dreams. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Some people look for a beautiful place, others make a place beautiful. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Be courageous, challenge orthodoxy, stand up for what you believe in. Commitment is what gets you started. Consistency is what gets you somewhere, and persistence is what keeps you going. Keep an open mind and act like an artist, but think, fail, and learn like a scientist. The secret to success is to do the common things uncommonly well. Never make someone a priority who only makes you an option. Intellect is invisible to the man who is none. If you want to achieve greatness, stop asking for permission. Stay strong even when things begin to fall apart. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or objects. Money isn't everything in life, but it can help you solve a lot of problems. Throw off your worries when you throw off your clothes at night. So many people love you. Don't focus on the people who don't. The harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it. Don't be pushed by your problems. Be led by your dreams. stay strong. Don't let anyone know what you're doing until it's done. To achieve greatness, one should live as if they will never die. Everything has beauty, but not everyone can see. I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse. A real entrepreneur is somebody who has no safety net underneath them. Do one thing every day that scares you. You can either become the victim of your struggles or emerge from them as the hero of your life. Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment.